Hey everyone, it's time for some more Monster Hunter, and today we are going to be fighting the Gravios. Now, we all know how the last attempt with my Gravios went. Not very good. But I think I've geared up a little bit, at least enough to the point where I should be able to handle it with a couple other people helping me out. That said, without any further ado, let's get right into it. Check out my Patreon, linked in the description below to become one of the mad lads, or ladies. Also, subscribe, please. Now, it looks like the Gravias isn't showing up in our quest list right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start a quest. So, I know I said this in the last mission, but if you don't know, whenever you have a quest that you're trying to look for, a specific one, and it's not an event quest, of course, you can actually start a normal quest and then abandon the quest immediately whenever you start it. And then after you come back, there should be a new set of quests in rotation. Now, it won't probably sometimes be the exact quest you're looking for, but besides that, I mean, sometimes you might have to do a couple of quests and then a couple of abandons, but eventually the quest you're looking for should show up in the quest rotation. Now, I had already done a couple of quest abandons, and the Gravias was not shown up in my list. However, it does look like there's an event Gravias quest going on. And if you don't know, event quests will, to my knowledge, give you a lot more HR points than other quests. So, hey, I mean, I'll take it. Why not? Since we are going to the volcano, though, I'm going to get some pickaxes and... you know what, just to... except for those, because I need those. But just to punish myself for not clearing out my inventory again, I'm going to sell all this valuable loot. And I'm going to hurt myself and everyone watching. Now, it looks like Artleo, Nolius, and Ice Storm are going to be helping us out, so... this should be quite doable now, as long as we don't get one-shot again by his charge attack. Then again, I was at half health, wasn't I? So I guess it technically isn't a one-shot, but... I'm still going to call it a one-shot because I am bitter and petty like that. Oh, also for the one person asking in the last video, yes, I am okay. I was doing a thing. I was doing a thing for the fans. What the fuck? Okay, so this is a thing. Well, I wasn't necessarily expecting this, but hey, I mean, this is basically like Monster Hunter World, so let's just roll with it. So a couple of things about Gravios. He does do a lot of damage. He can walk through the lava. He has a high-grade roar, so you do have to be mindful that whenever he roars, you'll be stunned longer than like a smaller monster like Rathalos. Same with Diablos, I believe. But also, besides that, he's basically a Basarios with a laser beam. I mean, that's really the best way I can describe it. He does charge back and forth a lot, though, so trying to actually get in there to do damage on him, it's a little difficult, but I think as long as you don't get clipped by the wings or anything, you should be okay. Now, when it does come to bowgun usage, for someone like Gravias, it is best to, when it comes to bowgun usage, yes, light bowgun, it's best to get a light bowgun, and, of course, not get hit by the hip checks. The hip checks are deadly. He also has quite a lot of defense. Probably would have been better off grabbing the spike spear, but hey, we're already in it to win it. Best place is to hit his chest and block. There we go. Because if you hit his chest enough times, just like the Basarios, it will break open and reveal a weak spot on his chest, which will it will take more damage than the rest of them. Also, I was trying to talk, but I really had to burp there. And I was trying not to burp, because that would be gross. So, what I was trying to do is get under his face so that I could hit his chest. But it looks like he was having none of that. As usual, somebody's coming in with the life powers to save our butts. And Lord knows I need my butt saved. So really, as a greatsword user, the best thing you can do for a monster like Basarios, one, since he's so large, and two, because of how often he charges and, you know, how much distance he covers when he charges, is to try to get underneath him and then hit his chest and then duck out. Because if you can break open his chest, that'll allow the gunner to do a lot more damage. Oh, and we got his tail. Nice. As long as he doesn't laser us, though, we should be okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure laser is a one-shot for anybody who's not in high-rank armor, or at least close to it. Probably even if someone is in high-rank armor, it's close to it. Okay, so I would explain it. It looks like for this mission, the reason why it's an event quest is if you die once, you lose. So yeah, noted. I'll keep that in mind. That's probably why Ice Storm was, or whoever else was healing us so much. Alright, looks like we'll be going without Ice Storm this time. But that should be okay. I think Ice is just trying to give everybody a chance to play and do the event quest, because I'm pretty sure you could solo most things in this game. And it looks like the Gravios might be a low-rank Gravios. Like, there was this 5-minute quest with a Gypsaros. We had like 5 minutes to kill it. And oh my god, it was a complete spaz fest. But I believe it was a low-rank Gypsaros as well. So I'm not really sure what the catch of this quest is. I don't know if it's got a shorter time. Oh yeah, it's got 15 minutes. Holy smokes. Not really sure where the Gravios is supposed to be coming from. Maybe over here? Oh, there he is. Ooh. Somebody played a flute, and that tends to lure monsters who are in the same area to you. And yeah, Gravios wasted no time. That's for sure. Oh man. Yeah, that was close. Yeah, that probably would have killed me if it hit. Of course, if you don't know, if you actually block an attack, it'll degrade your weapon sharpness quite quickly. Oh, dodge. Okay, we're good. So, looks like I was saved from being hit there. But, yeah. So, whenever you block a big attack, especially like a Gravios laser, make sure you got your whetstones ready, because you, at most, only have a good couple of hits left before you gotta sharpen your weapon again, because it'll have reduced damage. So, unfortunately, it does look like I was doing a recording, and the recording broke in the middle of the fight. So, it's probably a little jarring cut. But, yeah, froze in the middle of the recording, and I'm just gonna have to be more mindful. I am gonna adjust some settings to try to keep that from happening again, because it seems to be a pretty common occurrence. But, yeah, I probably left it on screen for a couple of seconds just to show you exactly what happened. And, you know, what you'd be seeing for the rest of the video if I just left it all in. But yeah, last time we won. We beat the Gravios, and I'll just have to do it again. Of course, you gotta be mindful of the sleep gas. It is instant sleep in Monster Hunter 1, so definitely not good. You don't get time to, like, go around anywhere. Best strategy, of course, like I said before, is to just hit the chest, not get hit by hip check, and try to take him out that way. Of course, you do only get 15 minutes to kill the Gravios. For me, solo, that would probably be impossible, but with Carlos here, him having the Lao Shenlong sword, it should be pretty doable. Just gotta be mindful of positioning and make sure you maximize damage potential as much as possible. That's what I was saying about sleep. You need a teammate to actually come up and hit you or kick you or something. Or if the monster hits you, then it'll negate it. They can also stun lock you to death with sleep, theoretically. If they hit you once, they can just keep doing it over and over again. Thankfully, I think it only lasts like 15 seconds and then it goes away. Oh, Gravios flying. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I figured he could probably fly a little bit. It's like area transition or something, but I wasn't 100%. Now, a good way you can tell if you actually break the Gravios is, and Basarios' shell, the chest covering where their skin is exposed, is to basically, look at their body language. If they start doing this little wiggle, then yeah, that means you struck gold and you broke their chest, most likely. Either that or you at least stunned them. Now, I will say, my last video with the Plesioth, where I just kept saying fish, I probably won't be doing stuff like that too much. Sometimes I just like to spice it up a little to kind of catch people off guard. You know, like Markiplier doing a smasher pass for Pokemon. Yeah, things like that. I mean, maybe not things like that, but actually, you know what? Yeah, maybe someday I'll do a smasher pass for Monster Hunter. Let's call it a 10,000 subscriber special. I don't know. I will say, I'm surprised nobody actually mentioned about me talking about, you know, chicken nuggets in the last video. I slipped a couple of words besides fish in there, so I was hoping somebody would say something about it. Now, I was looking around also, and I was actually pretty surprised to find out that portable internet exists. I mean, like, I figured, you know, something like Starlink exists, but I kid you not, there's like a 5G router that's like the size of a mini battery bank. And I think it can last for a full day on a single charge. So yeah, that's actually nuts. Now, their data plans aren't crazy. That they give you like a few hundred gigabytes of data every month on their best plans, but even so, just for like uploading and streaming and stuff, that is pretty wild. We have it. That's Gravios. So yeah, like I said before, the recording broke in the middle of the last one, so I didn't want to just leave it on a cliffhanger, and you know, just leave the audio in or whatever. That'd be weird. So I figured I'd just go through it one more time just to kind of slip it in there, because, hey, you know, it's good for the fans, good for the fans, good for the video. How many cars are we getting off of this guy? Isn't that 4? Oh my god. Oh, okay. So either that was 3 and I miscounted based on the sound, or that was 4. And we got an extra card because it's an event quest. Alright, and as you can see with the event quests, they do give you a little more hunter rank points than normal, usually, or else they'll give you, like, special items or extra items or just stuff like that. But yeah, just something to keep in mind about event quests. It's always a good idea to do them whenever you can, and they're great for farms if it's for a specific monster you're looking for. Alright, I'm going to call it for now. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like on it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this, and leave a comment down below if you have any tips for me about the rest of the game. If you want to join me on my hunts, I do notify people usually whenever I do a multiplayer quest, or I'm going to do a multiplayer quest in my Discord, linked in the description below. And if you want to support the future of the channel, check out my Patreon, linked in the description below. That way I can make Gravios less painful to fight. Bye now.